Tonight's theme is going to be on guard passing. I want to review what we've been doing in the last couple of weeks. We did breaking the guard from the knees. Okay, so I explained 2-3 classes ago when I taught the class, I told you guys sometimes you prefer standing up, sometimes you like to, I call it the lazy way, stay on your knees, okay? But it's not necessarily lazy, okay? It's comical to say it like that, but it's very efficient. If you get someone and you stand up in the guard and they're very good at putting lasso grips and wrapping your legs in a de la riva, you might not be comfortable passing that type of guard. When you stay on your knees, as long as you're aware of the submission attacks that they can do, such as arm bars and triangles and collar chokes and whatnot, then you're safe, but it eliminates a lot of the guards. A lot of people today, I find, they focus more on the more exotic guards. Okay, not to say that they're not effective, but if someone's really, really good at de la riva, reverse de la riva, putting you in X guard, putting the lasso around your arm, now they're comfortable there, you're in their zone, in their game, all right? When that's all they practice 90% of the time, and you don't even give them the chance to put a lasso or wrap your leg into the de la riva, for example, because you're staying low and tight, 90% of the game is gone. Now they're playing defensive and they have to play catch up. That's when you can pass their guard. Okay, grab the belt. You see right now his belt is untied, so again, it's loose. My preference is always grabbing the pants. So you grab the pants, they're always tied to his waist. Because technically, the reason I'm holding on to him is to frame his hips to the mat, like a staple gun. I don't want him to move his hips efficiently. So if I just do this, he's moving his hips. If I just do this, he's moving his hips. This and this doesn't control his hips. When I go to the pants, now I'm controlling his hips. See, it breaks open the guard sometimes like this, okay? But now hold tighter, yes, like that. So once I have his hips pinned to the mat, it's time to break open the guard. So earlier I was teaching the kids class previously, and I was asking, what's the first step to pass the guard? And the answer was always like, well, we have to pass the guard, we have to use the toreando, we have to do all this. But the answer was, you gotta break the ankles open. If my strategy is to try to pass the guard, no matter how many types of passes I understand, if I can't get his ankles uncrossed behind my back, I'm going nowhere. So it's important to understand how to break open the guard, all right? So we're gonna go pants grip, frame like this. See how it's snug? It's not like this. This is not snug. I go as tight as possible, okay? Now I'm gonna bring one knee right into the tailbone. Widen my base and sit down on my hip. See, when I push with my lower back, it puts the pressure and it opens the ankles. But he can't follow me because of two things. Number one, I was pushing forward. And number two, I'm putting my knee right in the coccyx, right in the center. So he can't move forward too, all right? And I have a good base. See how I'm leaning towards the knee here? So if I go towards you guys like this is my base, I'm in the center. I don't wanna go in the middle and stay on this side. I'm gonna get swept on this side. So every time I go here, now my base is here, I have to lean towards the middle, like this. So that's an important tip every time you pass the guard, okay? So I don't want to be the one who gets swept just because he's wiggling his knees on my hips, right? So if we're here, I'm framing the pants, like framing his hips like this, grabbing the pants, I push down. Posture up, posture down, all right? Now I've broken his guard open, it's time to pass. I don't want to go back in the center. I'm going to use the one we used in the last class while I was teaching is, I'm going to swim one arm underneath the lap, the second one underneath the lap. Now I'm going to get the double under position. So two arms together like this. Lean forward. Now I'm going to choose left or right side. Grab the collar, firm grip, hand that's free, goes behind the hips, raise him off the mat, and sprawl your hips to create a lot of pressure. So now I can let go of his hips because my knee is there. Cup, adjust. You okay? Mm-hmm. And then here. And now I have side control. All right? Let's do this one more time. We're here in the close guard. Posture first. Go up. Break the guard open. Swim. Swim. Once you have double unders, hands can go together palm to palm, S grip, or seat belt, whichever you prefer. 1, 2, or 3. Whichever is like closest to you, right? Go 1, Now you're here, you have two arms on the outside, which is fine. Grab the collar, come inside the collar. Pressure in, and walk to the side. See how I raise the hips up? All the way snug. Connect my knee to the hip, underhook, connect my other knee to the shoulder, and then connect my hands together at the end. Okay? Doesn't feel good, eh? No, that's because it's tight. Okay? Let's try. Oos.